Hello everyone, Watch This Review here. Watch This Review. You should remember me, right? I'm that guy to whom you're subscribed and, from whom you really haven't seen that many videos lately. But yeah, I'm here with my news and updates for the month of January 2012. Wow, 2012, it sounds kind of weird saying that. You'd expect the world to be over by now, but life plods on. Actually, I don't think that the whole prediction that the world will end actually happens until like November or December. Coincidentally, I think that's about the time that the U.S. elections do come in, and we know our new president, so there might be a correlation between the two, especially depending if you're a Republican or a Democrat, at which point you feel like the world's over if your candidate has lost. But yeah, 2012. 2011 was kind of a sucky year. I'm actually quite happy that it's finally over. I am looking forward to 2012. I think it'll probably go a bit better figure-wise. 2011 did offer quite a few interesting things and a whole lot of ups and downs, but I'm going to cover that more when I do my 2011 in review. By the way, for those of you who had asked about it, which is all one of you, I believe I'm going to probably just break it up into several smaller videos and just parcel it out throughout the month instead of just doing one long one, because last time it ran, I think it was 40 minutes in all, and that's an awfully long time to just sit there back and watch a video. But I'll have it in smaller parts, like maybe the top 11 figures of 2011, 11 favorites, all 11s, because it's the extra value. I go the extra whatever for viewers and everything. And plus, 2011 top 11 makes sense. Probably will do 12 for 2012, and then after 20, I think I'll probably go back down again. But I still need to figure out which ones and what order I want to put the top 11. I know maybe 6 or 7 of which I definitely would consider the top 11 or part of the top 11, and the rest is kind of up in the air. At any rate, in 2011, YouTube revamped yet again. I am totally sick of all these pointless revamps, but this is how things look from my side. Here you have my little Watch This Review icon, which I put together 5 minutes, and it was paint some years ago. I've really got to revamp it and get a proper logo going on. But it's just so easy to miss videos now because it's this one format where you just see one thing at a time. I really liked when you had everything spread out across 3 lines, and then as you watched it, one item would disappear, and then eventually you'd make sure that you saw everything. But I'm occasionally missing things people upload because I'm subscribed to too many people, and I really don't like having to make choices. I don't like having to cut down on what I'm watching. I also don't like having to pick. For instance, we have the Hasbro G.I. Joe Renegade Scarlet review. HD Toy Theaters reviewed it, but so has J-Train, and I think I'm only going to watch one of them, but it comes down to which one am I going to watch. Probably this one, because his resolution's a bit better. Now, the one sort of big thing I do like is the fact that you have the separate line for the recommended videos again. For some reason I get some really weird ones. I'm not sure it's based on history when you've clicked through. Nah. And on this side you get to see who I'm subscribed to, or at least some of the people I'm subscribed to. If you notice up top here, I have 80 subscriptions. These are, 5 of my favorites. No real order because I don't know how to fix the order, but you see that I'm subscribed to J-Train, The Review Spot, Evil Professor, GlassCabinetFilms. Oh, by the way, recently won a contest that GlassCabinetFilms came in second. It wasn't quite winning, but it's still getting what you want / need or whatever. That he was doing for can't remember if it was his pre-1500, because he hasn't done like his really big one for subscriber count, but I got the right leg of Arkillo, as well as the left arm. I mean, I really just needed the right leg. The left arm's just a really cool bonus, which came with Kyle Rayner. So, good news, I will be building Arkillo. I think I'll go ahead and do that. Previously, I did have the parts from the Mashlow, and then would be getting the bit from the Mongol, so I'll probably just either loop onto Amazon, pick up Manhunter, which is only like $9, and stop over at Toys R Us at some point and see if I can't get the Abensor for, I think they had it for 11. Otherwise, I'll just pay whatever cost is at Amazon right now. I think it's only like 15. I mean, Kyle Rayner was kind of the breaking point. While Kyle Rayner is an excellent figure, actually, let me pull it up just so people can see it. You know, he looks great and all, but I mean, it's just a character I don't necessarily like. You know, the fact that you wouldn't be able to find it for, I think it was cheaper than like 30 is kind of an aggravation. I mean, it's sort of a basic mold and everything, but he's got that really cool energy construct. So yeah, definitely we'll be getting Arkillo, or we'll be building Arkillo. By the way, I'm just going to do this like one long video, just total stream of consciousness, just talk and whatever. Usually I'll film a little segment, then I'll film another little segment, keep my thoughts gathered, but not today. The other sort of really big news for December was Toys R Us did finally sell me a figure. If you remember, some time ago I did this long video about Toys R Us's refusal to sell me a figure. Not sure if I should go into my videos or whatever to pull it up real quick. Oh yeah, and look, I recently reviewed Sportsmaster. By the way, one of the reasons why I hadn't been doing so many reviews lately is that I was still sick from last year, where I caught a cold towards the end of it. And while I was still feeling a little down in the dumps and stuff, finding Sportsmaster and Superboy's Target was definitely, you know, I guess a sort of good thing. I'm trying to think what the right word is. An upper? Maybe. But yeah, actually paid $5 a piece for them. For whatever reason, they didn't have the SKU in the system, so they figured it was either discontinued or if it was a web-only item. I'm not sure how that works, because I assume that like all the SKUs were like linked into it, but I guess they must do individual SKUs, and maybe they didn't have it programmed in yet. But I mean, that was a great deal. I probably wouldn't have picked up the Superboy otherwise, and you know, so that came through. But some time ago, Toys R Us refused to sell me a Toy Island. Where is it? Creature from the Black Lagoon figure. After talking to their after emailing their customer support with a whole bunch of like, oh, this, that, and the other things, and you know, naming my state attorney general, who I can't remember offhand. I had like the same one for like so many years and changed. But yeah, I finally got them to agree to sell me the thing, and you know, I just think it was like 7 a.m. in the morning or 8 a.m. that the manager called me up. Coincidentally, it was a manager named John, but he said he wasn't the same one who refused to sell me the figure. I'm like thinking, how many guys named John who's a manager could you possibly have at that store? So I went there the same night. I asked for John, the manager, and they bring me out this other John who I've never seen before, and also who didn't make the phone call. So apparently they have a lot of Johns who are managers and all work at the same store. I do think the one who actually called me was the one who refused to sell me the thing, so, you know, I'd really much rather have had him be there at the time when I picked it up, just because it'd be like a haha, victory is mine. but no such luck. I also was hoping to pick up both of them. He was only holding the one, so I'm not sure what's going on with that. They'll probably leave him in pack for a while. I'm definitely going to save the packaging, so I only got the one. And then I'll just pop him back in when I'm done displaying him out of pack, because the packaging is really, really nice in this, and you know, they don't make packaging quite like this so often. I'd say anymore, but honestly, it was only a good 4 or 5 years ago that the line came out, so it's not like a tremendous amount of time. By no means. Also, if you notice, you'll see all these reviews and stuff that haven't been uploaded. I can now just upload the individual segments and I combine it in the video editing thing. This here is a review for... She was a Realm of the Claw figure. I forget the name, is something weird. It started with a Z, but I started reviewing it and I shot the primer, shot the out box, but then I was just fiddling around with it. The leg broke, so I'm trying to figure out if I want to repair the stupid thing before I finish the review, or just review it with a broken leg just because, I don't know, before I lose all the accessories it came with. Yeah. And of course there's the Gourmity that I haven't uploaded yet. Well, I have section 1 uploaded. It's actually a really cool item. Let me think. There's one other thing I was going to mention, but it's kind of eluding me at this point. This is why I do pause my videos pretty frequently, because I randomly lose my train of thought and all that. But yeah, the sort of big thing for this month will be the 2011 in review. The sort of problem I'm going to run into is I have to unbox a bunch of stuff just because some of these figures could be a contender for like a best figure. But you know, because they're still in package, I can't really say that, oh, such and such is the best figure, especially in the case of like a Collect and Connect when I haven't even built the Collect and Connect. And unfortunately some of the stuff, like Stella came out last year, I think, and then I can't build Stella quite yet because some of the parts haven't arrived, because I put some of it into a big bad toy store order. Actually just the one, the Gahoo or whatever, that... Never tell that story, but basically I bought the Gahoo from Walmart. It was, on sale for like $9 or whatever. I bring it back and I realized that it's missing the Collect and Connect piece at the time when I'm going to open it. I mean, I wish I had thought to check for that in stores and everything, but I didn't. Because you don't really think to expect that, although I have seen that issue in stores. But I bring it back, sometime later I see a package again on the shelf, but this time it's got like this random piece in it. I mean, it just looked like a broken bit from another toy, so I was just wondering if Walmart just opened up the package, tossed in this bit that they found lying around, assuming that it was like the piece needed to actually, it came with a thing, and I don't know, it was just so incredibly sleazy. But I mean, supposedly people see these sorts of things all the time, and personally I've seen things returned in the wrong package. Like I saw either a Black Canary with a Forger inside of it, or a Forger pack with a Black Canary inside of it. No, it was definitely a Black Canary with a Forger inside of it. Obviously without the Collect and Connect piece, so... people are jerks sometimes. But yeah, had I waited, I actually could have also gotten this cheaper. I think I paid $12 on BBTS, whereas on Amazon it's back down to like $9, but I wasn't really... I don't know. I like getting good deals, but and then it bugs me why I can't get the best. One of the best deals that I got recently, and this is the other thing I wanted to mention, I managed to pick up the DC Direct Deluxe. This is the 13-inch Comedian from, Watchmen, obviously, for $15 off Amazon. I mean, can you beat that? Supposedly BBTS at one point, Big Bad Toy Store, had a bunch of stuff listed, the deluxe figures for a bit cheaper. I'm not sure how many actually sold at that price, but I wish I had been around for that, because Black Canary was selling for like 22 or something, and you know, just phenomenal deals for figures I wanted. But I picked him up. I started filming a review section for him. I'm not as impressed with the figures I thought I would be, but I will get that uploaded at some point, and you know, you'll see why. It's mostly just an issue of like articulation stuff. The other cool thing is I was just messing around with the Dark of the Moon Thundercracker here and stuff. There's a lot you can really do with the Dark of the Moon Seeker mold, and I'm really hoping that they do release Skywipe. Not Skywipe, Skywarp stateside. I guess Takara has him out in Japan. Some people have imported him, and you know, you can see reviews for it, but I don't think Hasbro has any plans to localize that one. But I've got to go back and pick up Starscream, because after, you know, just absolutely loving this, I do want to get a bunch of the other stuff using the colors, and I believe Starscream will be the only other one in the US, and I have to make the hard decision whether or not to try to import a Skywarp. And I keep accidentally bumbling when I was calling him stuff. By the way, I probably mentioned this before, but I do have a MySpace, which I just use as a photo dump. You know, MySpace is kind of like the outdated thing of social networks. But just for the fact that you can send images to it, and like sorts of the images I've been using it. Mostly because I don't want to mix my normal Facebook up with a dedicated Facebook that I would use for other stuff, and I do like keeping my normal Facebook sort of quiet and stuff. I don't know, secret identities. Important things. But yeah, this is basically all the news and updates that is fit to really do. Whatever. I do want to thank GlassCabinetFilms for, you know, sending me these parts, because, you know, that does mean a lot. Especially, it means that I'll be building Arkillo, who, again, wouldn't have done otherwise. Trying to think what else. Yeah, 20 minutes. This is one reason why I would want to do the 2011 in review just straight again, just because well, I just fill my thoughts. It just goes crazy long. Not necessarily because all of it's thinking, but it's just thinking out loud, which isn't quite the same level of thinking. And other news, I'm actually still waiting on a few items that still haven't come after all this time. I mentioned that I bought some stuff off HobbyLink Japan, a whole big box of stuff. It's like 140 or 150 bucks. And naturally it hasn't arrived yet, so I'm getting a bit worried on that, so I've got to try to track that down, in addition to a smaller order of Ame. The HobbyLink Japan one, again, is significant because it has the Genobreaker Rebel Tech in there, which, you know, is one of the top figures that I wasn't able to purchase in 2010, and, you know, was in the 2010 in review thing. I'll also have a sort of an update for which of the items from the 2010 in review that I didn't have at the time that I've picked up now, just because that would be a little neat. But yeah, if you've managed to last the whole, wow, 19 minutes and 15 seconds, well, thank you for being incredibly patient. I'll probably toss up bullet points just in like the front of the video for everybody else who wasn't quite so patient, but yeah. Also, you know, half a thing when people go to look at videos, I'm just wondering if some people are less inclined. Let me just look at how few views I'm getting lately. It's nuts. I was regularly doing like 50 to 100 at one point, and then I guess just after the format switched to the new stuff, suddenly it had this massive drop-off. I'm not sure if it was the drop-off was due to the whole change of format where people aren't seeing my videos, or if it's just due to the whole 14 views, my god, or whether it's just due to the fact that, you know, where I'm uploading the stuff, then I'm putting it together in here. If I'm not getting the same spot in the queue or whatever, or like how they process the whole videos and how it goes up there. I always wonder if this stuff makes a difference, but oh, I actually went through, I mentioned all these other people, all of which are fine reviewers, but this guy in the middle, he's not actually a reviewer. He uploads, actually let me just show you what the stuff is. But I mean, it uploads a lot of the Japanese horror, little short stuff, mostly the Tales of Terror from Tokyo and stuff, which, you know, is a fantastic series if you're a fan of horror. Granted, a lot of them aren't like fully fleshed out stories or anything, but for the most part, it's like 5-minute videos where it builds up a little suspense that gets you right to the scare. He also does some like the longer ones as well, some of the film anthologies and stuff. I actually have to catch up on some of the stuff that he's uploaded lately. I can't remember if you've seen this one or not. But yeah, if you do get a moment, definitely check out Koljit Kahon. Well, just look up Tales of Terror from Tokyo. That'll get you to where you'll be going. A lot of, I mean, some of them are really good, some of them not so much. One of my favorite ones was Line of Sight, where a girl, while filming like this class video yearbook thing, inadvertently captures the image of a ghost, and you know, everybody watches it, and as they watch it, the image kind of changes, which is really, really legitimately spooky, but it gets kind of funny by the end. It's where they kind of overdo it with the effects, but yeah, I've 22 minutes, my god. Alright, until next time, folks.